Hello guys, in this video I would like to explain about the additive rules of probability for not mutually exclusive events. If you would like to know about mutually exclusive events, a link to the video is given in the description of this video, so you can go and watch that video so that you can have an understanding about mutually exclusive, not mutually exclusive events. I will explain it briefly, like if you have two events and the two events not occurring at the same time that are called not mutually exclusive events, and they will look like the separate these circles should be separated and there should be no overlapping portion in these two events. And that's mean that this A intersection B section should be empty and the probability of this is zero then. So that is called a mutually exclusive event. But if it is not the case and there is overlap of the two events, there is a common the two events occurring together in some ways, and that is called a not mutually exclusive event because they can occur together. The example of mutually exclusive events can be success and failure, and you can say in gender wise that can be male and female, and you can give a lot of example like yes, in the playing card you can say that can be a spade or a diamond, and so there are a lot of examples which you can say. If you coin a toss, there can be head and or tail, both cannot occur together. So you can give a lot of example of the mutually exclusive events. So in today's video we will talk about that how we can calculate the probability using additive rule of probability for not mutually exclusive events. We already explained about sample space and events, and link to that video is given in the description of this video, so you can go and you can see what is meant by S and what is meant by this circle. So you can understand that from that video. So if this is the case, this means the two events are not mutually exclusive. There is a common portion that is, and we denote that by A intersection B. In that case, the probability of A or B, that is equal to probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. And the main thing is this is the general rule, but now I will explain why we need to subtract this portion. That's very important and that's need understanding. Okay. Okay. Okay, there is a bit confusion, so I need to remove that. Yes, they are not mutually exclusive. Okay, there are two events, A and B. I will say, let's suppose we have the statement that we have two events. There are two events. I need to write events. Okay, there are two events, A and B. And suppose that these events are not mutually exclusive, so that means there is a common point here yeah, they are occurring together in some ways. The probability of occurrence of event A or B, either of A and B, or say this is or at least one of them. So this is the general statement which we use in additive rule of probability. At least of them, one of them can be calculated using the additive rule of probability. So you can use additive rule of probability, but the main thing is to understand this point. This is just the sum of the probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Now, to understand this portion of this equation, that is minus probability of A intersection B. So this is important. Why we subtract this? The reason is because we calculating the probability. We calculate the probability of A, the whole A. So this section, this common section, this A intersection B is included in A, in the probability of A. So this is including here once, And when we calculating the probability of the event B, this portion is again included in the probability of B. So that's mean that this portion is included in the probability of A and in the probability of B. That's mean this portion is counted twice by using this equation. And this is the reason that why we need to subtract this portion once, so that we have this portion only once in this probability calculation, either in A or B. So this is the reason that why we subtract this portion once. And this is all about that how we can use editorial probability for not mutually exclusive event. In the next video, we will talk about how we can calculate the probability using additive rule for mutually exclusive event. So this is enough for today, and see you in the next video. Ciao.